Hi, I'm Phoebe Calver, editor of American Whisky Magazine.
And I'm Anita Izasi, director of the World Drinks Awards.
Thank you for joining us this evening as we present the Whisky Magazine Awards America 2022.
We'll be announcing our Icons of Whisky winners, as well as the category winners and Best American Whiskies from the World Whiskies Awards, before revealing our newest inductee to the Whisky Magazine Hall of Fame.
Time to celebrate yet another incredible year for the American whisky industry. Despite the many difficulties it has faced over the past 12 months, the people, places, and products have shown just how resilient the industry is. We begin with the Icons of Whisky, which recognise the people and places behind the drams. Whether it's outstanding whisky makers, brilliant whisky bars, or not to be missed visitor attractions, these awards celebrate the very best from all areas of the industry. As ever, we wouldn't be here today without our judges. In particular, we would like to thank Maggie Kimbell, the contributing editor for American Whisky Magazine, for all her help with the judging over in DC. Although we find ourselves presenting these awards virtually again this year, we hope you'll join us in settling in with a dram as we celebrate the wonderful work we've seen over the past 12 months. So, to get us going, we'll begin with Bartender of the Year. The highly commended is Jose Guzman from the Goodnight Group. The winner of this award moved to Brooklyn in January 2016 after working in a bar in Partick and gaining a certificate of expertise in the sales and service of Scotch whisky from the Scottish Whisky Heritage Centre. After a year in New York working as head barman at the Paulaner, he moved to the Flatiron Room. In 2019, he was promoted to head bartender, and in the years since has progressed to one of the bar's key spirits educators, regularly teaching classes large and small on the wonders of whisky. And the winner is Darren Foy, the Flatiron Room. Next up, we have Bar Group of the Year, which is sponsored by the Glenturret.
Established in 1763, in Crieff, Highland Perthshire, the Glenturret is recognised as Scotland's oldest working distillery. With more than 250 years of whisky-making heritage, the Glenturret's range of 6 exclusive malts are bonded by their true scarcity and exceptional quality. Handcrafted by the highly respected whisky maker Bob Dalgarno and presented in a beautiful bottle designed by Lalique, every bottle has been guided by the Glenturret Trinity: provenance, prowess, and passion. 3 touchstones that underpin everything that the Glenturret is. The Trinity combines their extraordinary provenance of people, place, and spirit with their traditional prowess in handcrafted whisky making and an enduring passion for bringing whisky lovers' moments to treasure. Reflecting their tradition of exceptional quality, the Trinity ensures that the Glenturret continues to create moments to treasure in spirit and glass. The light and subtle triple wood welcomes whisky lovers into the Glenturret range. Next comes the sweet and smoky flavours of the 10-year-old peat smoke, before the richness and complexity of the 12-year-old. For those seeking a more venerably aged dram, there is an elegant mastery of the 15 years old. And, most indulgent of all, the extremely scarce 25 and 30-year-old expressions.
The winner of this award came to fruition with the creation of the Flatiron Room in 2012, and after 5 years of success was followed by Fine and Rare in 2017. The bar group's purpose was to create spaces that housed incredible food, great spirits, and world-class whisky under one roof. The winner has experienced an array of exciting opportunities since it was created, including whisky pairings alongside James Bay's 2018 album release, tastings all over the world, and comprehensive whisky education. And the winner is the Goodnight Group. Now for the bar of the year. The highly commended is the Flatiron Room. The winner opened in 2005 in the Clifton neighborhood of Louisville, Kentucky, as the area's first bourbon bar with a mission to educate. Featuring more than 130 selections of bourbon and whiskies, as well as Southern-inspired cuisine, the bar has also pioneered several barrel selection programs. It values employee and customer bourbon education and prides itself on how knowledgeable its staff is about the products they are serving. And the winner is Bourbon's Bistro. And now we move on to American Whiskey Brand Ambassador of the Year. The highly commended award goes to Richie Michaels from Uncle Nearest. This award winner has been with the brand for more than 7.5 years, and in that time has worked in everything from the tasting room operations to managing a team of representatives. At present, in his role as Senior Vice President of Business Development, the winner focuses on driving growth based on a foundation of brand quality and impactful relationships, working with leaders, innovators, and independent operators. The winner is Philip Rawley from Distillery 291. Now for our Visitor Attraction Manager of the Year. The highly commended award goes to Matt Higgins from Buffalo Trace Distillery. As Director of Kentucky Visitor Experiences, this winner oversees the development and management of teams and programs at Heaven Hill Bourbon Experience in Bardstown and the Evan Williams Bourbon Experience in Louisville. Through the difficult circumstances of the past 2 years, the winner's patience and perseverance in development and training led to the successful opening of the new state-of-the-art visitor experience in 2021. And the winner is Jeff Crow from Heaven Hill Brands. Next, our Distillery Manager of the Year award. And the highly commended award goes to Tyler Peterson from Westland Distillery. Fondly known by her peers as the mother of Texas whiskey, this winner has guided her distillery through several years of explosive growth. During the past year alone, she watched over the doubling of production while maintaining supply lines in a year of glass and cork shortages. The winner has also helped lead the delegation of women from Texas at the Bourbon Women's Symposium in 2021. Iron Root Republic Distilling's success is a testament to her hard work and perseverance. And the winner is Marcia Licorice, Iron Root Republic Distillery. Now for the Master Distiller Blender of the Year, which is sponsored by Whisky Auctioneer.
Hello, I'm Joe Wilson, Head Curator and Spirit Specialist at Whisky Auctioneer, and we're delighted to be sponsors of this year's Icons of Whisky Awards.
Whisky Auctioneer was founded in 2013 with the desire to create a marketplace where great whiskies were accessible to anyone with an internet connection. Today, Whisky Auctioneer is the global leader for buying and selling whisky on the secondary market. Our monthly auctions feature thousands of old, rare and collectible whiskies, and our passion and expertise for the spirit has led to world record hammer prices each month. On top of our monthly auctions, we work on identifying emerging trends within the market and reflect these in a variety of standalone auctions each year. We've had the privilege to build industry partnerships with some incredible individuals and companies, providing our global community with exclusive opportunities and unique educational content. Since our first auction back in 2013, we've also supported and raised awareness for a range of organisations and individuals that help those in need, raising over £1 million for charitable causes through our auctions. Our global community of over 100,000 whisky enthusiasts across 125 countries together make Whisky Auctioneer one of the best places online for whisky lovers, collectors and connoisseurs to learn more about the spirit, and acquire both new and old whiskies for their cabinets or collection.
The highly commended is Shane Armstrong from Westland Distillery. This winner has made her mark on the industry in a relatively short space of time, with a palate made for whiskey making and distilling in her blood. Since she began her role as Master Blender in 2019, the winner has overseen the creation of multiple award-winning whiskies, while also making a historic moment in whiskey and spirits industry, as she became the first African-American Master Blender of a major spirit brand. Her most recent success came in the form of Uncle Nearest's Master Blend. And the winner is Victoria Edie Butler from Uncle Nearest. And now for the Campaign Innovator of the Year. The highly commended award goes to Breckenridge Distillery. The winner of this award challenged the fact that for centuries, Scotland set the standards in single malt whisky. With the emergence of new voices to challenge the sanctity of tradition, the winner believes that the merits of a single malt should not be determined by where the distillery sits on a map, but instead should be judged on the integrity of its intention and the excellence of its execution, and that all fine single malts should be equally considered as valid points in the global conversation that defines them. With the launch of The Judgment of Westland, the winner unveiled a bold campaign that asked consumers to decide if they measure up with the finest single malts in the world. And the winner is Westland Distillery. Next, we move on to Visitor Attraction of the Year. This winner offers something for every bourbon lover. Located right at the start of the Kentucky Bourbon Trail, and with 3 tasting rooms to choose from, each representing a key brand or story, the visitor attraction is not one to miss. You can learn about the brand's history and the traditions of whiskey making while enjoying incredible views over bourbon country. This is an experience that values not only its own history, but also that of its surroundings. And the winner is Heaven Hill Bourbon Experience. Next, our Brand Innovator of the Year, which is sponsored by Westrock.
Hi, my name's James Clark, Vice President Global Beverage Sales here at Westrock. We're a leading provider of sustainable packaging solutions to spirits brand owners worldwide, and we're proud to sponsor the Icons of Whisky Award. Please watch this short video detailing more about our capabilities.
Westrock has enjoyed a long partnership with the spirits industry, developing award-winning packaging solutions to enhance the appeal of the world's leading brands. With extensive global resources, industry-specific design expertise, and impressive local capabilities, they are perfectly placed to deliver a unique combination of packaging products. Cartons, labels, tubes, and rigid boxes are tailored to the customer's individual requirements and feature innovative and luxurious finishing processes. Importantly too, Westrock is committed to help you meet your sustainability goals without compromising your packaging's functional performance. Clever constructional designs that require no fitments, linerless cartons, and paper-based tubes are just a few of the single material pack formats. They also offer sustainable, plastic-free and reduced plastic content alternatives to film laminates and metallic foils, without reducing shelf impact.
The highly commended award goes to A. Smith Bowman. The winner of this award has proven that compelling innovation isn't done for the sake of it. With each innovation undertaken by the distillery furthering its mission of expressing the authentic provenance of the Pacific Northwest, while also pushing forward the notion of what American single malt whisky can be. Along with its new flagship whisky launched this year, Westland American Single Malt Whisky, and the latest installment of Gariana, the year was marked by the first edition of Colère Single Malt, the first in a series that highlights the unique varieties of barley bred, grown, malted, and distilled outside the commodity system, specifically for the whiskey industry. And the winner is Westland Distillery. Next up, we have our Independent Bottler of the Year, This winner knows exactly what's important when it comes to blending and bottling whiskies. So much so that it's even named after two crucial parts of the process. As well as sourcing whiskies from America, they also look further afield for their spirits, prioritizing the very best they can get their hands on. Whether it's for cocktails or collecting, consumers can find everything they need under one roof. And the winner is Proof and Wood Ventures. And now for our Sustainable Distillery of the Year. This distillery continues to focus on sustainability as an integral part of its business, working to drastically reduce the amount of water used in the production process through the use of a closed-loop cooling tower system. The winner is also continuing its support of sustainable agricultural systems that assist the well-being of farmers, the environment, and the community. Additionally, it has committed its time and financial support to rebuilding local oak savannas in the Pacific Northwest and received EnviroStar's Green Business Certification in the past year in recognition of its green business. And the winner is Westland Distillery. And now we move on to our Craft Producer of the Year. The highly commended award goes to Corsair Distillery. In 2021, the winner proudly celebrated 10 years of craft distilling. Here it is more than a name, it's a foundation. Its founding distiller's mission was to create an exceptional Western whiskey that honoured the tradition of American whiskey, but also stood apart. It highlights the fact that the art of craft whiskey is in the detail, with each step of the process being handled by hand from scratch, grain to barrel to bottle. And the winner is Distillery 291. And finally, it's time to reveal our Distiller of the Year, which is sponsored by Glencairn Crystal.
Glencairn Crystal are a leading manufacturer of bespoke crystal and glass, and for over 3 decades this family business has gained an international reputation for fine crystal and glassware. Based in Scotland, the company has been built on a commitment to personal service and quality marksmanship, and is perhaps best known by its customers for their world-famous Glencairn whisky glass. In the industry, however, they are known as leading global experts in packaging for super premium spirits and have been supplying the whisky industry with creative, premium, quality glassware for over 30 years. Proud to work with great whisky companies and their brands, the Glencairn team's unique knowledge of the crystal glassware industry means that they can answer the most challenging of questions and tackle the most complex of tasks with ease.
The highly commended award winner is Westland Distillery. With over 200 years of whisky making behind it, this distillery has certainly earned its title as one of our icons of whisky. But it takes more than just age to make a distiller stand out. And our winner has shown the whisky world just how it's done, effortlessly combining decades of experience with the desire to innovate and never content to stand still. It's no wonder that this name is known far and wide. And the winner is Buffalo Trace Distillery. Congratulations to all our winners and highly commended award winners.
From craft distilleries to large producers, it is time to enjoy the top of this year's class in the World Whiskies Awards as they go head to head. We're delighted to announce the winner results, including the best winners from the USA, covering the vast spectrum of categories being explored by distillers across the country. We'd like to thank all our sponsors who've supported us this year, and we'd also like to extend a huge thank you to all our judges who joined us in November at Jack Rose in Washington, D.C. to deliberate over the entries, with a special thanks to our head of judges, Steve Beale. With over 215 entries, this has certainly been one of the strongest years for the World Whiskies Awards in America, and we've seen some incredible development in the industry. We begin with the American Blended Malt, which is sponsored by K-Pack. There is no shortlist for this award, so we go in straight in with the winner. And the winner is Lost Lantern American Vatted Malt. Next, we have the Blended Limited Release, which is sponsored by Berlin Packaging.
Hi everyone, I'm David MacDonald, Sales Manager at Berlin Packaging UK. I am delighted that we are proud sponsors of the Icons of Whisky and World Whiskies Award for 2022. Berlin Packaging UK, previously Brunei Urban, is the UK arm of Berlin Packaging, the world's largest hybrid packaging supplier. Founded in 1951, we are an ever-evolving company that brings together the best elements of manufacturing, distribution and income-boosting services. Our company also has a design division, Studio 111, utilising a team that delivers world-class expertise to yield extraordinary results on bespoke products and industry-leading technical support. We understand the difficulties that brand owners experience in maximising the efficiency of their supply chain whilst maintaining the flexibility and agility to allow them to seize new opportunities as they arise. With a wide range of services, including fully bespoke glass, embossing, decoration and custom closures, we can support you from concept to commercialisation. If you are ready to embark on a journey with Berlin Packaging, get in touch today. Many thanks and have a great evening.
Here's our shortlist. For our no age statement range, this goes to Breckenridge Distillery Broncos Bourbon Blend. And for our 12 years and under range, this is Heaven's Door 777 Blend. Now for the best blended limited release, this goes to Heaven's Door 777 Blend. And now we move on to the best American blended whiskey, for which there is no shortlist. The winner is Breckenridge Distillery Powderhound Whiskey. Now the best American corn, again, there is no shortlist. This award goes to Ironwood Republic Icarus. Next, we have the New Make and Young Spirit category, which is sponsored by Angel's Share Glass.
In the heart of central Scotland is Angel's Share Glass. Founded by father and daughter, master craftsman and glassblower Tom Young and daughter Karen make beautiful glassware. Over 65 years of Scottish glassmaking heritage has led them to design innovative Scottish products. The legend of the Angel Share is a long-told story of angels coming down to take a small amount of whisky from the casks before bottling. Designs include the Whisky Angel, a truly unique product which locks the spirit away forever. Every product is unique, each one handmade and hand-decorated. From award-winning water droppers to the wonderful Angel's Share Spirits glass. These inherently Scottish ideas make gifting a real personal affair. This family business strives for quality of craftsmanship and supply many of the most well-known distilleries and visitor centres here in Scotland and around the world. Glass blowing is a skill taught over many years. Angel's Share Glass is lucky to have the best glass blowers in Flamework, producing these designs from our studio in Stirling. A passion for Scotch whisky and glass are married together to produce pure excellence.
The shortlist is for our Young Spirits, Bespoken Spirits Whiskey Special Batch, for our Specialities, Defiant Rye, and for our New Makes, Distillery 291 fresh Colorado whiskey. And now for our best new make and young spirit. This is new make Distillery 291 fresh Colorado whiskey. We now move on to the best American flavored whiskey. There's no shortlist here, so we go in straight with the winner. And this goes to Whiskey Smith Blood Orange flavored whiskey. Next, our grain category, which is sponsored by Larkfire.
Enjoying water with whiskey has been part of Scottish heritage since the invention of the drink itself. Too often, though, hard minerals or tap waters are added which can easily spoil this subtle and complex drink. As whiskey drinkers, the founders of Larkfire wanted to find the purest, softest water that is untainted by minerals. Thus began the 2-year search that led them across the length and breadth of Scotland. And, after consulting master blenders, chemicals and geologists, they came to the Isle of Lewis. A place that's hard to get to, but worth the effort. Lewis is made up of some of the oldest rock in the world, Lewisian gneiss. Importantly, this rock is metamorphic and insoluble, making the water very soft. Now, in partnership with the Stornoway Trust, every can of Larkfire water is sourced from the island and a percentage of every sale goes back to the community. Adding Larkfire water to whiskey amplifies its characteristics within the nose and on the palate, softening the ethanol alcohol notes and creating a luxurious, softer and longer mouthfeel.
The shortlist is, for our no age statement range, Flying Ace Distillery Blended Bourbon Cask Proof, and for 12 years and under, Bainbridge Yama Misunada Cask. Now, for best American grain, the winner is Bainbridge Yama Misunada Cask. Moving on to our pot still category. And the shortlist is, for our no age statement range, Warbringer Mesquite Smoked Bourbon, and for 12 years and under, Talnua Distillery Old Saints Keep 2021. Now the best American pot still, this goes to Talnua Distillery Old Saints Keep 2021. Next up, we have our rye whiskies. And the shortlist is, for no age statement, Sassarag Rye, for 12 years and under, the Senator Rye Whiskey. And now for the best American rye, this goes to the Senator Rye Whiskey. Now we have the best American wheat whiskey, and there's no shortlist here. The award goes to Bainbridge Two Islands Hokkaido Cask. And that brings us to the single malts, starting with the best small batch single malt. No shortlist here. The award goes to the Notch Nantucket 12 years old. And for the best single cask single malt, again no shortlist, so we'll go straight to the winner. And the winner is Hockback Distillery Wallace Collection Malt Whiskey. And finally, for the single malts, it comes to the overall best American single malt, which is sponsored by Rankin Brothers and Sons.
Since 1774, 6 generations of the Rankin family have passionately supported the beers, wines and spirits sectors through the development, manufacture and supply of quality cork stoppers and closures. Protecting and adding value to brands worldwide, we understand that they seek more than just an effective functional seal. They desire an aesthetically pleasing closure of great value and quality that resonates well with their brand aspirations. As Corkwood grows, we also understand how our choice of materials can impact the planet. That's why we offer sustainable and environmentally positive materials without compromise to optimal closure performance. powering our manufacturing sites with green, renewable energies. We are always investing and innovating to ensure that the closures we supply protect your brand and the environment long into the future.
Here's our shortlist. 12 years and under goes to Bear Fight American Single Malt Whisky, and our no age statement range winner is Westland Distillery Guyana Edition number 6. And now the best American single malt. The winner is Westland Distillery Guyana Edition number 6. And now we come to all our America-only categories. Here we will be announcing all best per category or region. The world's best will be announced on the 24th of March in London. We're starting with our Tennessee whiskies. The best Tennessee whiskey in our age statement range is 12 years and under goes to the Jack Daniel's 10 years old. And the best Tennessee whiskey without an age statement goes to Uncle Nearest Master Blend Edition. And now we move on to the all-awaited bourbon winners. First up, we have the best non-Kentucky single barrel bourbon. The winner is Texas Whiskey Bottled and Bond Single Barrel Texas Straight Bourbon. And for our Kentucky single barrel bourbon, the winner is Blanton's The Original Single Barrel. Next we have the best non-Kentucky small batch bourbon. This award goes to Widow Jane, 10 years old. And now for the best Kentucky small batch bourbon. This goes to Rabbit Hole High Gold. And finally, we move on to our overall bourbons, starting with the best non-Kentucky bourbon. The winner here is Redemption Barrel Proof High Rye Bourbon. And the best Kentucky bourbon 2022 is Old Forester 100 Proof. And now it's time to turn to the Whisky Magazine Hall of Fame, the highest honor we can bestow on any member of the industry, which is kindly sponsored by Amarum Top Series.
Hello, I'm Hugo Mesquita, Global Sales and Marketing Director at Amarum Top Series. It's with a true delight that we've been associated with the Whisky Magazine Hall of Fame for more than 15 years now. It's an honor. We would like to congratulate deeply the inductees, and we would like to wish to see you all soon in person, as soon as we are able to. Until then, stay safe and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Amarum Top Series is dedicated to the design, engineering and production of exclusive capsulated cork closures for the world's most celebrated brands. With passion and vision, they bring together ideas, skills and inspiration to create exclusive closure solutions that respond to their customers' most in-depth needs and aspirations. Amarum Top Series combine the matchless sustainability credentials of natural cork with a panoply of premium materials and finishes to deliver distinctive, tailor-made design solutions. Know-how, innovation and creativity are all part of their vision, along with a continuous commitment to explore and expand the superior technical performance and endless expressive possibilities of an exceptional material, cork.
At Amarum Top Series, we are specialized in designing, engineering and manufacturing closures and bottle dressing elements for spirits. In order to cover the needs and demands of our customers, we divided our product portfolio in 4 different segments: classic value, premium, elegance, and prestige. In the classic value segment, we have wooden and polymer tops. Here, cork is a differentiator element. The premium segment uses the same materials, but we add a personalization to the top. This could be stamping, embossing, debossing, engraving, laser etching, or fire branding. The Elegance series offers distinctive solutions developed by our design department. We use noble materials such as ceramics, glass, exotic wood, or metal with the same types of personalization we just saw. Prestige is our top-end segment. Each product is a masterpiece. Using deluxe materials, each item is tailor-made according to the client's needs. We can use crystal, precious metals, exotic timbers, and all kinds of rare materials. In this segment, we can apply all our expertise in materials, design, and finishing techniques to create true pieces of jewelry.
With 150 years of history, Amerym knows cork by heart and is the undisputed leader of the world in cork, producing 5 billion of cork closures per year.
Our inductee this evening will join the ranks of whisky greats. While he has a formidable legacy to live up to, he has certainly earned his place in the Hall of Fame, and his contributions to the world of whisky are incomparable. While we'd like to take a moment to congratulate this person tonight, we will also be celebrating all together later in the year. So we look forward to seeing this inductee in person before too long. And inductee number 76 is Garvin Brown.
We'd like to congratulate all our winners and highly commended, and thank all our sponsors. We'd also like to thank Gaia and Gimbal Cocktail Bar for the generous use of their space.
You can tune in later this month when we announce the Icons of Whisky and World Whiskies Award winners for our Rest of World categories. And of course, we'll be welcoming another inductee into the Whisky Magazine Hall of Fame. Keep an eye out on our Facebook and Twitter pages to stay up to date.